Always Forward is the church planting initiative of the Anglican Church in North America. Our role is to help support and to create a movement that plants gospel-centered, sacramental, missional churches throughout North America and wherever in the world that the Lord opens the doors. The first church that I planted, I was 22 years old and had no training, no assessment, no coaching, no help. And I made a lot of mistakes along the way. And many people think that the work of church planting is simply finding a building, starting a Sunday worship service, and then people are just going to come to it. And that couldn't be farther from the truth. There's so much more to the church than just our 1 hour a week of public worship, and we're planting the entirety of the church. So this is why specific training and help and experience of those who have come before can help new church planters not make some of the same mistakes that church planters before them have made as well.
As a lay canon for church planting in my diocese, I was charged with seeing church planting multiply, and I didn't know where to start. I needed to figure out funding for church planters, but then I also needed to know, how do I assess them? Where can they receive training? Did I have to create that training? And it was overwhelming, and I didn't want to reinvent the wheel if other people had already created things. And so my connection came with Always Forward, seeing that they had a whole strategic framework put together that would help me know where even to begin.
In the Western church, there's sort of dueling problems. On one hand, in many places, we've lost a lot of the ancient practices and the ancient identity of the church. And at the same time, the arms of the church that have been sacramental and liturgical have lost their sense of mission. The hope is to bring those communities together so that the church can be more effective in its mission to reach the world and to reach the nations in the name of Christ, for the fame of Christ, as we long and await His return.
The Always Forward Institute provides resources for church planting leaders and church planters, helping them with the systems that they need for a successful church plant. So we provide help with assessment, knowing if this is the right time for this person in planting. We provide training, both in-person training intensives and ongoing training library. And then we also provide coaching, knowing that coaching is a major component in the full success of a church plant.
I've experienced church planting lonely. I've experienced church planting unprepared and unequipped. And I want to see church planters sent out well prepared for their work and well supported as they do it.
Church planting is not something you do alone. It takes people who are actually doing the work of starting a new church, and it takes a group of people supporting those who are starting the work of a new church. And that's what we want to provide through Always Forward, is the assessment and training and coaching resources that will not only equip the specific planter, but all those who are in the support roles of getting a new church started.
I believe that a love for the gospel is also a love for the church, because the church is the recipient of the gospel, the people of the gospel, and the tool and the instrument by which God has chosen to spread His gospel across the earth. And so for me, church planting is at the heart of what mission work is. And so to be a Christian, we must love the church. To be a missionary, we must be a part of the church. And to be the church, we must be missionaries. And so church planting brings together our faith and our calling for the work of mission. And it truly is the heart of the calling of the church to engage the world with the truth of Jesus.